is eventful music. We could start with the Kanye interview because that could correlate into wherever next we go into. But yeah, we'll get there. But yeah, man, I'm assuming we've all seen the Kanye interview.
I listened to it.
Ye interview.
Oh yeah, Ye, formerly known Kanye West. Yeah. I don't know why he's done that, but
hey, he can do what he wants, man.
Don't get cancelled by Ye now.
Brother, listen, we can't.
He loves it, man.
Brother, I can't, man.
I bought my new house. I bought my house with you. You know I keep in my house.
What? You know what?
He's onto something though.
No, but I deep the angle though.
He's onto something. I'm not even gonna lie to you, cause I've been looking at that whole minimalistic lifestyle and shit, bro.
Yo, I deep it though.
That's where his home is, like, essentially.
It's always with you,
Exactly. And how you're saying his daughter is where his home is, essentially, like when he speaks to her.
Yeah, where you find peace.
Yeah, and it's just like when you take it in from that angle, it's like, oh, it actually makes some sort of sense in that.
Facts.
All the other stuff is there in it, but what's actually important to him, what means the most, is his family.
Yeah,
his daughter, wife, still wife, as he made it clear. But
it was even crazy. I was gonna add on to that. It's like when he was even talking about when he was staying in the Mercedes Stadium,
yeah.
Like, I think someone said it's kind of like Joe, but the only difference is he can come out.
Yeah, he can leave.
Do you know what I'm saying? So now that when he's talking about he's got his home and stuff like that, like, he hasn't even got a base, yo. Like, the guy can function no matter, homeless. Like, the whole fact that he tried to call his trim Britney and all that stuff, like, he could do it. He can do what he wants.
He called it Ye.
Oh, he called it Ye. Sorry, my bad. The Ye trim.
Man. Still wild, man.
Very wild, but again.
But why is that a headline? If I cut my own hair, why is that a headline?
This is my point.
Like, if
people were trying to just
because it's
move away from what he was actually saying.
You know what's crazy, yeah?
Getting into the whole trivial shit of what he was doing.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, yeah? Oh.
Yeah, he did the haircut to start the conversation.
No, but do you know what I seen, yeah? I saw a headline, yeah, he shaved his eyebrows off. I go figgy, he just slit it. So I'm thinking, what's going on? Like, is it not like
just making up headlines?
I don't think they understand the culture.
I don't think they understand him.
Him. That's what
they don't understand him.
Ye's Ye. Not everybody is like Ye. Like, in terms
nobody's like Ye.
Yeah, like Ye's Ye, innit? But like
easy target, yeah.
No, he's
not an easy target.
No, but it's an easy target though. Well, it's not an easy target.
Not necessarily.
No,
he can get drawn out, man.
You can call it whatever you like.
But what are you drawing him out about, though? That's the thing.
Everything he does.
You can Google. Like, you can even Google the last decade alone. See how much things come up. He's been drawn out, bro.
I hear that.
They've been trying to reach him.
As of recently,
they've been trying to reach him.
As of recently,
yeah.
I can't really say that they have any basis for trying to dig him out. Because what he's saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's an easy target. As in, when it comes to, like, if he does like a little mess up, it's quick. It's onslaught. Yeah. You're easy to me. You're food.
Yeah, but when he does the stuff that he's doing, it's stuff that we kind of expect him to do.
What, like cut his hair?
Yeah, like.
But some sort of. If he cuts his hair himself, if he does that stupid, who cares, bro?
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Bro, it's not your head. Is he cutting your head?
No, exactly. Bro. Do you know why I say that doesn't make sense? It's because he's fucking Kanye West.
Is he a side model?
Bro.
No, but bro, he's Kanye West.
He owns himself.
Bro, Drake wears a picture, wears a fucking trainer, bro. They're gonna be making headlines about the fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's just because of how big they are. Whatever they do, there's gonna be a headline about whatever it is.
Cool. You know but this, for me, this is the same thing as when Drake started putting the love hearts on his head. What's the difference?
Bro, who really cares in the
Well,
end?
he was doing it for Mark.
Bro, they're both gonna talk about it for like 4 weeks and then not talk about it ever again.
Yeah, but that's what we're talking about. I heard talking
That's
about
what I mean. This is like the second week. They're gonna stop talking about this Kanye West haircut in the next thing.
Bro,
Same way about the Drake, the heart in his head top. Huh?
Unless he keeps it like that.
but
Bro.
that's a distraction for me personally.
What's the
From
distraction?
Trying to
what
make
was his
something
point?
out of it.
What was his
when
point from doing that haircut?
he said
He
that
even said,
he couldn't pay the guy. He told the guy, no, the guy said, I'm not even charging you for it or whatever.
But that's what Kanye wanted. Kanye was gonna pay him.
No, it was something about freedom. But then what he said about this hair growing back was because you know how like his hair right now is gonna grow in patches now because the way he cut it in it.
Yeah.
So people gonna see layers. Like it's basically this hair. Basically, long story short, it's summary. Like his haircut is gonna represent like the layers and the layers of his life and whatnot. Because you know what I mean, it takes I don't know what he said, but he kind of explained it on the
Stop. That's well, you see with me, Kanye. Yeah, he's funny because within all the funny shit, he's got
finding the reason why.
He's got some sense in there, innit? But it's always.
Wait, so if you find sense in it, that means you can kind of see where it's coming from with the whole thing. So my whole thing is, if he's doing the trim like that, why should it matter? If it's personally for him,
Of course.
he's not cutting your head. He's not putting that trim in your head.
It has nothing.
It has nothing to do with you.
But bro, I heard that. I hear you still.
Yeah.
I'm just not surprised that people are talking about it.
Oh no, I'm agreeing with that. It's Kanye West. Like he knows what he's capable of. But I'm just.
And Kanye West done that for a reason, bro. You knew people were gonna.
I
Chat
think
about it.
I think my angle is
Why not fuck
I
it?
think my angle is why are people surprised like in the fact that you know is still doing what Kanye did in 2008. Like he's still doing the same thing he's doing.
Brother.
He's still doing the same thing. Why are people surprised now?
To focus on the haircut is a disservice to all that he was saying in the interview.
That's why I say it's an easy target because they want to. Oh, he's got trim. Oh shit.
So what? People are focusing on that.
Nah,
Bro,
nah.
they're focusing on the more trivial shit.
Yeah.
Like the whole Big Sean, John Legend, like call out.
That was a stinker though. From
The
him,
whole.
though.
In me, but my personal feeling,
That was the
you
stinker
see
though,
out the
man.
whole thing. The Big Sean thing was obviously cold,
Mm.
but how he talked down on Talib Kweli was even worse in my opinion. But then, wait, hold on. I understood why he did that because Talib Kweli's previous drink. No, but but if you listen to what Talib Kweli drink champs, he was talking shit about Kanye. That's because you know Kanye reacts. He doesn't think about
What's
things.
That mean?
How is that?
I don't know who that man is.
Talib Kweli?
Yeah, Sersky.
Get by. Black Star.
I probably know.
Get
them,
by.
so-
You've definitely
Yeah.
heard the
That's
beat
Jay-
somewhere at least.
Oh yeah. Is that with
J.
Future?
Cole's freestyle
Yeah,
to it
yeah,
before.
yeah.
But yeah,
Like like obviously on College Dropout he's on there.
Talib
Like he's
Kweli
like
takes my
he's like a would you say he's
lyrics,
wordsmith?
that's- I guess so.
Wordsmith?
I guess so.
Like-
What, writing
but
for you?
No, like a lyricist, like a just good with
Yeah.
words and wordsmith, innit?
But you're talking about production, no?
No.
But the point is, yeah, I personally don't think he said anything wrong. The question that was asked to him was, who are you taking out of him or Common? Who's a better artist or lyricist? I can't remember.
All he had to say is Common. He didn't say, "Oh, he's a way better rapper."
No, but
he didn't. He's a
bro,
big rapper.
We're talking
Talib
about
Kweli.
Common, a guy that's
I love Common.
been about for 20+ years.
I love Common.
Got multiple classics. and
B's
that,
Be one of my favorite songs.
bro. He's
Celebrate's one of my favorite songs. I was gonna do a flipping on camera. I was gonna do a birthday freestyle of that beat.
bruh, exactly. So him comparing it to fucking him saying that Talib Kweli can't really match that. What's wrong with that? He's not calling him out saying, "Oh, he's shit, he's trash." Just saying you can't hold a candle to that man. Like,
True, but it's kind of like the same way we're kind of looking at why is like Kanye West kind of sonning Big Sean?
he didn't. He's talking business.
He's talking business, but then
Is he talking business?
He said that's the worst business. Well, signing Big Sean was the worst thing he should have.
No, but
he
why
could have
was
done.
that?
That's a business decision. I don't know the personal.
He
reasons
never
why.
said that. He said
That's
that
a
because
business decision.
He didn't say that because of that. He said that because
He said because of the
voting
whole
thing.
Democrats
Yeah,
vote.
bro.
Okay, but he said further down the line, Big Sean is still family, ret.
Yeah, because of course he's gonna say that to soften the blow. He knows what it is.
No, but so what you're saying?
I'm saying it's strictly business.
I feel like
what he's talking about regarding Big Sean.
Do you think Kanye said that because of business?
What, that he doesn't rate Big Sean?
No,
I mean, doesn't think
it was the worst business, worst signing he ever did.
That's what
I'm
he's
just gonna go
talking
off the
about.
exact, because basically what he said is that if he died, I'm just gonna say what he said. He said if he died, what's gonna be his coffin? It's
That
gonna be
was-
like
that was
he's
harsh.
gonna that I'm just talking about that alone. That's
was
disrespect.
harsh.
And
That
that's
was harsh.
that's one of the reasons why I bought Talib Kweli, because I feel like what Talib Kweli did for him, like he jumped on his project, helped him out, and he shot on him. I treated that worse because I'm thinking, bro,
Is that the guy that produced half of the Jay-Z album?
he's
No,
is he?
no,
It's
that's
about,
Just Blaze.
Yeah,
Just
what
Blaze.
even
But what
he
he said about Just Blaze
as well.
also
so
was...
so you see how the tone of the conversation was going. So you can imagine if that Big Sean clip was the first thing you saw. You feel like, oh, bro, what?
Exactly.
You lock into it. But the tone was, he was already waved at a point. He was suddenly everyone in that tone. But my thing, that's what I'm saying. The Talib Kweli for me hurt more than the Big Sean thing. Cause I kind of knew that Big Sean thing was kind of coming, ish, and I think Big Sean kind of knew that as well. That's why he kind of reacted like, yo, he's like, you know what I mean? He's reacted like how he reacted. Like he didn't really take it too seriously.
Why is Sean going straight to the Twitter and saying,
Because
I
Twitter,
was just with
Twitter was
you.
making noise.
Red
Twitter was
Twitter.
making noise that morning, bro.
okay, put in a song, please. I'm putting in a song.
Bro, you don't hit boy.
Put in a song for me, please.
You don't see the freestyle. I know. Listen. Let's not do this today, bro.
Put
Let's-
in a song for me.
Let's not do this today, bro. He's already rinsed. It's already emptied the clip on some of you niggas, huh?
I empty the clip on your boss. Well, he's not gonna do that, is he? But he's saying, let me get on Drink Champs, ret. Come on, bro.
Who, Big Sean?
That's
Let him talk his
he
shit.
was saying.
What? Let him talk. What?
See,
You
this
can't
is what
talk
I'm
shit.
saying- This is what I'm saying.
It's reactionary.
He's got.
Yeah, but Big Sean, but Kanye made it reactionary. He
No,
drawed
he
him out.
didn't.
He
No,
called
he
his name. What? Did Big Sean call his name for nothing? He was just with Big Sean the other day.
I agree.
So
But
why? Like, where did it come from?
But he's not specifically saying Sean is trash, ret.
Listen, there's
He's
ways to
saying
answer that question.
Specifically,
Come on, man.
there are, and him going about it in that way, grabbing the whole.
Listen, I get it. People gonna tell me.
The
Oh,
tombstone
Kanye
thing.
West.
His whole point was because he didn't like
Vote.
like put him in public, say vote for Kanye. In public, that was
No,
Kanye's thing.
but he
What
also
do you
said
mean?
that Pusha T didn't vote for him either, but Pusha T handled it a different way.
Yeah, he didn't stand next to Biden. Okay, that's all.
So he's not coming at Pusha T like that.
He's just mad
Wait,
because
did Big Sean stand next to Biden?
yeah,
Yeah,
like he was outside with it. Big Sean was outside with it. But like, I kind of. Do you know what it is? You know what it is? Yeah.
Kanye's not a serious guy. He's like,
he
yeah,
is a serious guy.
He's a
very,
serious guy, but
he's
I mean,
very
he's not a
misunderstood.
serious guy.
Very
He's a serious
misunderstood.
guy, but he's not a serious
Who,
guy.
Kanye.
Very
man.
misunderstood.
I just feel that situation there, cause you know what's crazy? It was cause 2 Chainz was riding with him, and he kind of put in perspective. Like, all right, if I got people like 2 Chainz riding for me, and I got Pusha, that's probably opposite, but it's moving different. Why is Big Sean moving like that? But even so, you as an OG, you have to, man, bro. That's why politics and music shouldn't come back. It shouldn't mix. It should never mix. Politics and
agree.
sport, politics and music should never mix. Because this shit will happen. Conflict of interest. This shit will happen. My
agree.
views, like look what I know it's above subject. Kyrie Irving, he can't even play for Brooklyn Nets. He's one of the biggest basketball players ever. Yeah, he can't play for Brooklyn Nets because he can't take a vaccine. Politics and sports. You feel what I'm saying? Why is that even an issue? Because I don't want to take a vaccine. You're not gonna let me play. Is that what I'm saying? It's the same thing because people are treating music like it's sport, right? Yeah, right. People, I'm hearing say, "Oh, Michael Jordan did this." I'm hearing that talk, right?
Hey, he compares.
Bro,
himself.
music's new sport. The way it's going, like they're just mixing.
Yeah, it's the
they're
Olympics.
mixing politics with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I don't stand with your belief, you're disloyal to me. No, nigga. the way he even dismissed it, it was like, oh, they're not even signed to me. It's like they're signed to. Oh, bro. Yeah, man.
But
if you actually listen to what Kanye West says, you could get two. You could get two. You could get 2 points out of every line he says.
Yeah. I think one of the sick things he said as well was the Drake's things.
Yes, I made a note about that. I made a note about that.
That was very important. I was gonna say before you go on to what you said, this is why I like the interview so much, is because he was actually showing light to his point of view of things.
Yes.
And I feel like in past like years, Kanye West would have just reacted, and then this would have blown over, and then we would have forgot about it. But now this is kind of like the Drake and the Kanye beef ain't really settled anything. It's kind of just there. So it's like you can kind of reflect on it, like, right, all right, cool. Basically, I did this because whatever. This was cool. This was certain, because it's kind of like, okay, cool. Drake being the biggest artist, you can't be naive to things. You can't, because you have to admit, Drake, because he's big, because he's a big artist, he's built that leverage to be like, yo, he can get away with a few things here.
Bro, Kanye's been,
no cap,
I'd say low-key obsessed with Drake since his emergence.
Yeah.
Like, he's been saying to the music industry, get ready, Drake's coming.
Yeah, because that's
because he knows what Drake is capable of, I'd say.
Also, that interview as well, what that, you know what it is? Because Kanye was speaking of an era where it was only him doing what he was doing before Drake came about.
Yes.
In terms of, you have to remember, he was doing hip hop, producing hip hop, whether making the biggest hits, but breaking the mainstream. Who else was doing that after that? Was Drake. In terms of like the pop, like the way British people took Kanye in, was different to how like a normal rapper would take Kanye in, because he was doing the styles, he was doing the other stuff.
Yeah, he wasn't
on a higher pedigree, like on a Grammy level scheme. So it was like watching out for a cat like Drake coming in, it was perfectly normal, because he was doing exactly the same thing, like solely, and just made like the mainstream, bridging that pop, kind of like that Biggie thing.
Yes. And how Kanye broke down that point was
too
him,
impeccable.
Yes, him giving his
impeccable.
example of the line on New Again, him saying, if I hit you with a HUI, you better hit me with a hey with a bunch of Y's, or hi with a bunch of I's, and saying that in turn people are now addressing him as such. And he linked it to how Drake, he's added his
like he changed the algorithm.
Yes, he's changed the algorithm in that he's been able to create this culture where he will say something, and that in turn will catch on to, let's say, how we're living, or Instagram captions, or people want to live vicariously through his lyrics and like Drake he's part of that. And how he's become
I'll agree with that.
So man said mid. However you want to call it,
I agree with it,
you have to admit that that's what he's been able to do.
That's the only reason he's no, I respect it, because
and I think
man slander for Drake, man respects him as an artist and what he's done. But and I feel like the way Kanye broke it down was actually very interesting.
Because the year 2008, 2009 was very, 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 very important for hip hop and music in general. Because I feel like that year alone, like if you talk about what we spoke about in the car as well, like the fantastic Drake was part of that. Yeah. Kanye was part of that. So they know. It's kind of like It's kind of like Premier League. You're top of the league, but you kind of know. All right, cool. For next year, who's gonna come through? Yeah. Like you kind of got that. Yo. We know, so it's kind of like I knew Kanye West always saw that in Drake potentially, and obviously the track records show. But it's like now it's kind of like I don't even know what they're arguing about right now.
I personally don't.
I don't know what they're arguing about right now.
I don't think they like from what Kanye explained it as, like you can tell that they both know what
it's bigging him up. It was bigging him up.
Exactly. You're not going to be
like it's all music and all that.
For each other. Like,
it's all music and it's just trolling. And I think it's literally what I've been saying from the jump in terms of like It's just being the hip hop game and just being the whole competitiveness of the hip hop game, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is, literally.
People might say I'm gonna say a mad statement next year, but I feel like Drake's more of a Kanye than Lil Wayne, in my opinion. In terms, I'm not saying skill set. I'm not saying skill set, but in terms of like lane and just what he's trying to tackle, what he's trying to achieve in this music thing. Obviously, Lil Wayne has coached him to the highest level, like bar set, skill set, whatever. Yeah. But in terms of what Drake wants to do with music, because you have to remember what you can do and what you want to do is two different things. What Drake was trying to do was that what Biggie was obviously he died prematurely, but like. What Biggie was trying to do was trying to bridge the R&B and hip hop culture and just propel it. Right now, Drake did that and he's trying to take it to the next thing. What Kanye was doing that in that era, that 2008.
Yeah, he bridged the gap between the mainstream.
Oh,
the
Lupe Fiasco's that era there. Like you could just look at the hits that Kanye was doing. Like I feel like what will open eyes if it ever happened was Kanye and Drake ever do a versus battle, and that would just kind of like open and be like, yo. These two artists, do you know what I mean? They shape music, because both of them, like, you remember when Kanye West used to do that the shades with the dumb shades? Because I knew, fam, you can't see shit, but people they'll selling out that shit,
bro.
Polo t-shirts,
change the
like, like, do you know what I mean? And look at what Drake's doing now, the Nocta shit, the fashion, like, it's the same shit.
What has he done fashion-wise?
The Nocta shit,
Nocta,
the OVO, the collabs. It's kind of like when Kanye's doing with Louis the polo, like it's the same thing, but it's just he's the Adidas version of, and then he's the Nike version. But even before Pusha T even leaked it, was gonna be the Adidas. Both gonna be Adi boys. So you it was just the lane was just there, fam. Like, do you get? So now it's just
Travis does half of that shit anyway.
You Travis?
But he's obviously
Travis go with that fashion thing, but the cult, you know, I followed him.
He's one of EA's children anyway as well, though.
Yeah. Drake should have just jumped on his fashion thing earlier, but I just don't think he's a fly guy, but I don't think he's as in like is his vibes just telling him like, yo, Drake,
and I feel he's more preoccupied with the music.
Yeah, he's always been music's always been number one for him.
Exactly.
Like it weren't no. It's like for Kanye, it was production. You know what I mean? The you know what I mean,
bro. Do you know what I feel like? Yeah. Drake's best album would come with a Kanye production, man.
I don't know about that still.
Trust me, I
feel like it would sound fire though.
That's what I'm saying.
It would sound fire.
Musically, that shit would be next level, bro.
It would.
That shit would be next level.
Because if you actually think about Drake's classics,
sign me up, man.
Classics, like the classics that the BPMs he was actually tapping on. I'm not talking about the trap shit he's jumping on right now. Like that bar, like let's exclude his last 3 projects, including More Life. Like the real shit when he's on his pocket. That's a Kanye BPM. That would sound very lively.
Yeah.
That would
like
Like, you know what's crazy? Yeah, one of my favorite songs was with Drake and Big Sean.
What blessings?
Blessed, and even Drake and Kendrick. Poetic Justice. When Drake was on that slow bag and he's actually talking some shit, and I feel like once you get him on that bag, you just start flowing with the pen, and that shit's champagne. But when
more rapping, less singing.
But he can sing though. He could do that shit.
I don't need that shit.
But when he was singing properly, he was actually the certified lover boy phase. Baby, I can change.
Like what I want next from Jake is for him to now go and focus on the sounds that he does and create mini projects on those sounds, and stop all the foolishness and doing all
he can't though.
He can, bro. Every big artist does it, bro. Lil Wayne done it with the rock shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's done it, bruv. If you're that guy, they're gonna
music
take whatever you what do you mean?
Music is different now.
Fam, Drake is that big that they're gonna eat whatever you give him.
But Drake's that big, he can't even drop a deluxe.
But he's
one of them megastars there, fam.
He has to.
Like, I'll be disappointed if I see Drake. I'll be disappointed if I see someone like Jay-Z drop a deluxe.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to
Like,
cater to shit.
That's against the grain. That's against the grain, fam.
This is why I think Thugger's couple years with time, Thugger can take that Drake spot.
Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop right there.
Because the artistry, it's different level, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Hey, Thugger's voice is an instrument.
That's what I'm
agree,
saying.
but
Artistry,
stop it right
level.
there. Stop right there.
Different level, bro.
Let's not even
Different
derail
level,
this
bro.
real quick. I just wanted to say really quick, based on this Kanye interview, bring that back there.
Mm-hmm.
What I took from it is this is probably the most coherent, the most happy he's been in a long time.
It's kind of like the
Speaking.
Joe Rogan one, but like less
Yes.
deeper, less like on another
Yes.
mindset. Like he was
Yes.
more like different. Like obviously Joe Rogan is more like depressed. It's like a deeper one to Joe Rogan one.
Yeah.
But this one was more
It was a lot
of
more open.
what's going on right now, and
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his journey as well, low key.
Yes.
Like just finding out different moments about
Mm.
his journey and shit like that. Like even asking, was he off the henny when he the Taylor Swift shit?
shout out Nori for that
Yeah.
though, because Nori, you have to actually know Kanye from that early stage to actually get the right questions, the right
Yes.
things out of him.
Yes. How he
It's
was
crazy
able to
that-
talk music as well. Like
Yeah.
how he was breaking down how he would pick like certain rappers and whatnot, saying like Busta Rhymes has like the perfect voice.
Yeah, he
Same
does.
way Jada Kiss, and then
Yeah,
how
Busta
like,
Rhymes one of the best
Scarface
rappers ever, fam.
changed the game with how he changed up the way he was rapping, mentioning the use of sniping.
Sidebar. Who can Busta Rhymes do a versus battle with?
Probably anyone, to be honest.
But I think he'll spin anyone.
I agree. He's got that many.
Like that guy is the perfect rapper.
He is.
He's before me anyway. Before my.
But even of what we've heard of him, like even in the art,
Because he could just fling up a Janet Jackson feature to like a
Bruh.
bro. This guy,
to pass.
he's bunned up. He's rust like 4 different eras of rap, bro.
to A-Rap
Like
Money,
that guy, that guy's a glitch, bro.
to a fucking scenario verse. To whatever, like
He's done it, man. I like comedic rappers. Not like he's a joke, man, but like someone that's like, you know, it can bring that animation into his music. Do you know what I mean? Like every line was something, like and the delivery, like even when him and Method Man was doing that, you know, video on the train. I can't remember what it was called. But you know what I'm talking about? When they're doing a back to back and that. That was like one of the first ever back to backs I've ever heard, you know.
I don't remember. To be honest.
Oh, that's a good question. First ever back to back. Wait.
And also,
back to back.
Huh?
But no, that's off tangent.
what?
No, like a rap, like rap back to back.
Oh, okay.
And also how he said, like how he doesn't even like when people call him a rapper anymore because it sounds like the word nigga.
I get that though.
Brother, I feel him.
I get that 100%. No, 100.
100%.
I felt like he had to say it. I felt like nobody was gonna say it to him. I felt like he had to say it, man, because it's so, especially if you're more than a rapper. If you know yourself, you're more than a rapper. Oh yeah, rapper. It's kind of like, yeah, but I'm a musician. Call me a musician at least.
Bruh,
Like, call me like an artist, bro. Like you wouldn't call like a Doe. I don't know, but like you know what I'm saying, bro. Like
would you call Adele a singer? Fucking
No,
she's
an
a
artist.
no. They'll say a Grammy award, like award winning musician. Like they'll polish her name, bruv.
Just address
A rapper.
him.
That's like
properly,
you have that. Come through. It's like
Bro,
you
what
get
acting
handed a
like-
regular pass and you pay for VIP.
Exactly.
That's what it feels like. You get handed a regular pass. You pay, no, I ain't pay for this.
Bro, we're acting like
Where am I going with this?
He's not worth a certain amount or whatever. Needless to say, that doesn't really mean anything. But like,
But you know why that's important?
he's
It's very important.
he's not just music.
But you know what that's important? He's speaking of a space. Like he's coming from a space because like he's in them conversations. He's in them guys with the white folks and
Brother,
X,
the
Y,
name drops he was doing
Bro,
all over.
Is that 30? No, he ended up
Brother,
30.
like casually just saying, yeah, I was speaking to Elon Musk the other day.
Bro, he's
like,
with conversation with these guys, so
like,
he can. Like, if
Jack
he's saying it, you know it's a
Dorsey.
real thing.
The head of IKEA and that, like, just regular conversation and that, like.
And knowing them white folks, they probably know he's on to his other things, but yeah, call him a rapper, like, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Because, bro, you they know he's more than that, man.
Bro. It's
Louis,
just
like, you know what I'm saying? Most of these workers are working for other big, like,
bro,
I am the guy.
I
like,
was just with the guy from
I was-
Balenciaga.
Yeah.
They just got me kitted out for 4 days and all Balenciaga down
I didn't
to
know.
the-
One thing I didn't know is Balenciaga and Gucci are together.
I didn't know.
Or was it?
I didn't know that.
It's
Oh,
under
Louis.
the fashion house, innit?
Oh yeah, cool.
Cause you know how, like, even H&M and all that, they're all under like these big fashion houses that own like
Okay.
several different brands. So that's what it is basically, innit?
Okay.
Hey, yeah, make me please,